So here's the Ducati 797. The thing with the 797 is, even though it's a pretty upright sitting position, at least for my body, you know, I'm 5'6", 5'7" on a good day, 30-inch inseam. So I'm not a real tall guy, but the Ducati here, you know, it is a pretty upright position, the Monster. But if you look at where the seat, the edge of the seat here, from here to where the handlebar is, that distance, you know, on a horizontal plane is 24 inches. You look at my Zero here, same thing, it's only 20 inches. So the Zero fits me a lot better, it's much more comfortable. On this bike, I actually, even though it's a very upright sitting position, because of that reach, I feel like I'm reaching. You know, I'm reaching for the handlebars. Feels like I'm leaning, you know, leaning forward more than I would, or more forward than I'm used to. So so with that, when I'm riding this thing, my belly basically is always touching the tank here. So you know, over time, you know, the tank here is gonna get scratched. That's why people put in a little tank guard. So that's what I'm about to do now. So I got this little tank guard here. It's from, I guess it's One Design, made in Italy. Italian flag, so everything's, you know, match the theme, right? So before I get started on that, I'm gonna get some alcohol. In this case, I have isopropyl alcohol, 99%. Right, and it says down here, it says for technical use, meaning this is for use for like cleaning stuff. Basically, is what it means, technical use, like cleaning electronics and things like that. So I have a clean, or relatively clean, lint-free rag. You don't necessarily need a lint-free rag, but you know, it'd be nice to have a lint-free rag so you don't leave any spots and spectacles on your on the spot that you want to clean. So let's see where exactly they want to place this thing. Probably something like that. Let's see, is that right? Green is on the top. Yeah, green's on the top. So it's something like this. So I guess I just white. Okay. So still relatively clean, so that means, you know, it wasn't really dirty to begin with. Okay, now I can smell the alcohol. So let's take this apart. Of all the bikes I've ever had, I don't think I've ever had the need to put on a tank protector. Let's see. So the main thing with this is getting it so that way it's nice and even and straight. Best thing to do with that is just, you know, just eyeball it. And obviously this thing has all different shapes and stuff. And the reason why it's like that is because if this was one solid piece, it wouldn't attach on here very well, because this is a God, what do they call it when there's two radius? There's one radius this way, or changing radius, and there's another radius this way. Is it compounding radius? Is that right? Anyways, whatever it is, you know, if this thing was solid, it wouldn't be able to, you know, cover over that. So that's why it's cut out, so it has slots and stuff, so that way it could fit over multiple radiuses. Let's see, I think that's pretty straight. Oops, hand just moving everything out of the way here. Made my hand slide. So let's see, how the hell? Oh, this thing doesn't have a two-piece, so that sucks. So lots of times with good stickers, usually you have a one part where you could peel off and the rest of it's still there. And you could stick that, and you know, basically you put the spot that's not sticker. So that way you center it, then the part that has a sticker, you put it down, then it sticks. Then you can peel the rest of it off, but this one doesn't have that. So that kind of sucks. Okay, so let's see how I'm going to do this. I'm probably gonna it's gonna be kind of tough to do it without having that side like that. Maybe I'm gonna do this where I fold back the corners right there and right here. And hopefully that's enough to not touching the tank yet, so it's not glued down yet, or it's not stickered down yet. At the same time, I could kind of stick this on. That's pretty good right there. I'm just eyeballing it, and the camera's kind of in the way of where my head should be, so that way I could see, making sure that it's centered. So that makes it a little bit harder. So I think that's pretty good right there. Again, it's just eyeballing it. And I could be a little bit more scientific about this and get a measuring tape out and get like a Sharpie, not a Sharpie, take that back, not a Sharpie, a dry erase marker and a measuring tape and measure it, so that way I know that I'm even on both sides and such. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna eyeball it. This looks very centered to me. Actually, it would also be better if the bike was standing upright. Right now it's leaning on its kickstand, so it's hard to just see if everything is lined up properly. But if it was straight upright on the spool stand, on the rear stand, it would be much easier to see that it's centered. I think I'm pretty good with there. I'm just gonna go for it. So once I got that in, push this side down, push this side down. All right. So once those two sides are pushed down, making sure that it was, I think it's even on both sides. I don't feel any humping back. Oh shoot. Okay, that wasn't a good idea. So the one side, not both sides. Okay, it's oh, this thing is pretty clean and it's freshly stuck on, so it shouldn't restrict the or it shouldn't cause any problems, I don't think. Let's see. That's already on. So this side's on good as well. Yeah, I think that's on pretty well. So I'm gonna push my thumb right down the spine, right down the center of this. I should get my little roller. I have a little rubber roller for making sure there's no air bubbles anywhere. So you want to, the reason why I'm pushing the center, because I don't want to have air bubbles down the center. And when I start to push down on the edges, I will push from the center. Right, push from the center. Center stays on the center. And from the center is where you push out, so that way you don't have air bubbles. All right, from the center you push out. Push out. So it looks pretty straight to me. I'm not sure if it's 100% perfect, but I'm eyeballing right here, the center of this, the top right here. And I could see pretty much a straight line to the center of the cap right here, and the bolt. To the center of this bolt right here, and to the center right here, to the center right here. I'm kind of eyeballing it that way. You guys can't see it from the angle. For the gas cap, I mean. So I'm centering this line right here. So that's what I'm doing anyways. So anyways, so on camera, this kind of crooked gets, it's possible that it might be a little crooked. No, I think it's all right. Again, I'm centering from the center of this bolt right here to the center of where the back of the cap is. I'm putting a straight line, and I see it centered mostly with the center here. I think it's probably, you know, just eyeballing like this, it's never going to be perfect, but it's pretty damn close. Again, it's kind of hard because the bike is tilted, so it kind of gives it an illusion that it might not be straight, even though it probably is. So yeah, so I'm gonna call that good, and that's it. All right, thanks for watching.